Armory Disc Golfers, welcome back to another video. Today I've got a special one for you. We've got the Midnight Prowl 2, Discmania's latest Signature Series drop. This year's iteration is in the Meta plastic. This is a beautiful, durable, premium plastic from Discmania. It feels great in the hand. It's a little bit stiffer than neoplastic. It's got really good grip to it, and Metaplastic typically is more overstable than neoplastic, but the origin is unique in that it actually flies a little bit more understable in this plastic than a typical one. So that's really interesting to see. I'm curious to see how it flies. I'm gonna head out to a course, not at midnight, and we're gonna see how many birdies we can rack up with this thing. Nice little turnover shot here. Long, probably 40 long, but it held that angle great. Really like that. I'm not typically a mid-range turnover thrower, but with a disc like this that's so easy to hold over on like that, there are some holes that call for a mid-range turnover instead of a forehand, and so I could see this being really useful for those sorts of shots. Big test and how good a disc is seeing how much it inspires you to make these little 35 footers. Oh yeah. Yeah, the Midnight Prowl is where it's at. All right, I'm gonna try to hit this flat, have it pan right just a little bit, because you'd rather miss right than left on this hole. Oh, that's a beaut. She's a beaut. Check up. Oh, that's my best throw ever on this hole, I think. I mean, I guess it has to be my best throw ever on this hole. It's hard to get much better than that. Something that I really like about the Midnight Prowl 2 is that it's a small diameter mitt. It feels really comfortable in my hand, makes me feel like I can really control where the disc is going. I mean, compare it to a Rock 3, you can see the rim of the disc showing, and I can feel that difference whenever I'm throwing. For me, like I said, it makes me feel like I can really pinpoint where the disc is going. Felt really confident in that last shot. It paid off for me. This is a similar shot. It's farther, so I'm gonna try to hit it on Hyzer and let the disc stand up and glide more, whereas last time I was trying to throw it flat. Oh, if that was just a little bit higher, that's perfect. Just kidding, it's perfect anyway. I need to just shut up and let the disc fly. This disc is making my putting really easy today. All right, now I get to show you a little bit of Anhyzer. Maybe throw it flat and let it pan over the whole way. Break over. Oh baby. Nice. I mean, I would have liked for it to go a little farther right just to be perfect, but that should be right around the edge of the circle. Yeah, I'm really liking how I can throw that thing flat and know that it's gonna pan over just slowly throughout its flight and then just kind of sit down at the end. It's really sweet for those long turnovers. All right, so it was a little bit farther than I realized. I am backside edge of the circle, not right side edge of the circle. Oh yeah, twofer? All right, this one's 302. I really like this hole because it's really tight here on the left. I have to throw a Hyzer that stands up and pushes straight the entire way. This is a fun shot shape. Stand up. Flare. Oh, and the roll? Did Midnight Prowls roll towards the basket too? They've got this really pretty putting green too. This thing fell down in a storm, and I love that they kept it here because it makes a nice scenic view as you nail these birdies. All right, is that 4 for 4? I mean, my mind is telling me I can't get them all, but come on now. My mind is telling me that I'm not gonna be able to get them all, and I'm telling my mind that's a defeatist attitude. I'm gonna park this one. Turn just a bit. Oh, it's so straight. It's so straight. Man, like it seems like when other discs want to fade, the Midnight Prowl has just that touch less stability to it, that it turns a little bit more, pushes straight a little bit longer. It's an arrow, I mean, you saw it. Something that we obviously have to cover is just the sweet art on this thing. I mean, you can see color on this one is nice, and the art in general is just cool. You know, look good, feel good, play good. Back in the woods, that's where Midnight Prowls want to be, right? Keep the streak going. Hey, hornet, get off of there. A wasp or whatever winged insect you are. Get out of my face too. Look guys, just check this out. Come out of it just a touch. Well, we'll see how close that is. I'm getting away from these wasps. Excellent. Got a nice little clearing over here to the right. Gonna have another look at another birdie. Do you have a boogeyman hole? Like, you know you should get it, and for whatever reason, you just always do awful on it? Well, let me present to you hole 14 at Pascal Park. I'm always in these left side woods, so I'm really excited to see if I can punch a straight tunnel with this Midnight Prowl, which seems like it would be a great disc for it. It also doesn't help that my feet are caked in that disgusting mud from the previous green. No excuses, just results. Oh, well, I made the tunnel at least. Okay, if that fell on its back, I'll be perfectly fine with that, of all the things that could have happened here. I mean, this is edge of circle. This is right around that 32, 33 foot mark, but I'm not jumping into this. So I'm gonna go ahead and say, for my own sanity, that it's inside the circle anyway. Break, break, break. Oh, baby. There's something about the Midnight Prowl. It's not my putting, it's the Midnight Prowl. It's making me make all these. Can't see the basket. It's just around to the left. Just listen for the chains, baby. Got a lot of mud on my shoes, so I didn't really want to run up. But, I mean, that felt awkward, and it's going to be parked. I just realized this is the 9th hole that I'm playing. That makes me a little bit nervous about this putt, because I don't think that I've missed any thus far. I mean, this is well inside my missable range. All right, the Midnight Prowl. Man, I'll be the first to admit that is not the hardest 9-hole stretch of disc golf you're ever going to see. But I'll also be the first to admit that that is the first time that I've ever got all 9 of them. So if you've got a woods course that you need to carve up in your local area, the Midnight Prowl 2 is a good choice to attack it with. Ah, heck, what mid-range review video would be complete without throwing a roller in there, right? Now, honestly, hold on a second. That's not half bad. Don't go in that ditch. Don't do it. Thank you. Yeah, I tell you what, that's not half bad. So that's our preview for the Midnight Prowl 2. I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, we're going to have these in stock at the shop, armorydiscgolf.com, on drop day, ready to go for you at 10 a.m. That's November 16th. And as always, on drop day, we're going to secretly tag one of these in the inventory. And if you snag it, we're going to send you an additional Midnight Prowl 2 absolutely free. So go check us out whenever these drop and carve up some lines yourself. Thank you all for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Comment, let us know what you want to see, and subscribe so you don't miss out on it. Until then, you can head over to the Armory and equip yourself for whatever the course may throw at you.